ready any second now. Seems like we're good and we're live. Just gonna finish checking that everything is set up as it needs to be. Yep, that's the YouTube stream live, it seems. I do still need to work out how to get the closed captioning software to work with YouTube, or find an alternative that will work with YouTube. But, for now, here we go. We can just hang out for a little bit while everything gets ready. Probably do a little social post just to tell people that we are live. Right. Let's get the social posts out. Right, let me quickly throw that post out and then we can be ready to go. Boop, boop, boop. And last but not least, we pop it on Blue Sky. Then I'll start saying hello to chat properly. I apologize that I'm taking a second to be ready. Pop that there. My phone's buzzing away. Here we go. Hey, Artist Synth over in the Twitch chat. Hey, Johnny Desu over on the YouTube. Saint Nobody on the Twitch chat says, I vaguely intend to play the Alan Wake games, and they seem spoilable. This should not say where you gotta do your promo, everyone gets it. Yeah, this should not be listed as an Alan Wake stream. If it is, I gotta fix that. I thought I changed it to saying we're doing just chatting. Let me double check. Okay, yeah, I did change it off of Alan Wake. Cool. That's fine. I was just checking I hadn't left it on Alan Wake unintentionally and given the impression I was going to be spoiling people who are still trying to get around to that game. I probably will be streaming Alan Wake today. My plan, I think, is to do a stream at 10 PM UK, 5 PM Eastern, 2 PM Pacific to try and crack through. I feel like 2 or 3 more streams and we'll be done with Alan Wake. Saint Nobody says, did my sub announcement not show up? I said I'd skip the Alan Wake streams before that. No, one sec. Let me come on, let me pull the Twitch page itself up and that'll... Nope, it did not show up for some reason. But in that case, thank you for the sub. Apologies that the stream did not it did not show up in chat. Hey, Cyborg Girl in the Twitch chat. How's it going? It's going all right. I am sleepy today. I spent all of yesterday, I can say this much, I spent all of yesterday in a warehouse, recording studio, filming set, filming some stuff. And it was a long day. But I'm excited to find new things to play on my little Playdate, so I'm excited to see what we got today. More Manny in the Twitch chat says, I hope everyone's having a good day. I'm having a good one. We recorded Podquisition today. I started playing Thirsty Suitors, which is super interesting. Me and Steph talk about it on Podquisition that's going up tomorrow. I am super tempted. Like, it's a game, even if I play all the way through it, I might make it my streaming game after Alan Wake 2, because I really want to show that game off. It's super interesting. Saint Nobody in the Twitch chat says, "Were you exfiltrating unannounced Nintendo games?" Yes. If you were in the Discord the other day when I mentioned I had to go traveling, yeah, the Discord definitely for serious worked out that I was breaking into Nintendo to steal all their secrets. Cyborg Girl, I totally understand. It I don't know whether it would be a good or a bad game to play after a recent breakup. It is a game about messy breakups, and I don't know whether that would be helpful or not. Right, there we go. I'm just getting the last of these bits ready. Rachel Spooky says, little programmable game things are neat. I've toyed already with Ardu Boy stuff myself. I haven't made anything, like, particularly ambitious, but I made some, like, little proof of concept game demos on this that run on the Playdate. Admittedly not great. I need someone who understands, there is a program that can convert from pulp script into, I think it's C#, which runs faster on the Playdate, which I don't know enough about C# to make the thing that takes the pulp script and turns it into that work. But I've played around a bit with, like, working out mechanics that would do fun with a system that has a crank on it. VKNI Live in the Twitch chat says, I can't believe you've stolen the new Super 4DS. Well, I told everyone I was going to break into Nintendo and find out their secrets. And then, in that same 24 hours, Nintendo announced, obviously to stop me leaking it, that they were making a live-action Legend of Zelda film. So, you can thank me, everyone, for the fact you know about the live-action Zelda now, because, they had to announce it because I was gonna reveal all their secrets. Saint Nobody in the Twitch chat says, sometimes you're just not in the right headspace for a game. I've been hit by unexpected plot stuff that I was emotionally vulnerable to before. Yeah, sometimes you just know a game's not gonna vibe for you, and that's super okay. You know what? I should put some music on while we wait the last couple of minutes for this to start. Let me find some chill game music. Let's put on Stardew Valley soundtrack. That'll do. There we go. Let's put some chill Stardew music on for a minute. Yeah, I can show one censored image of what I was up to yesterday, and I might share that later. I can show you a picture of who I was with big question mark blocks of text blocking any identifying information of what we were doing. Because my life is weird and full of chaotic events. It was Matt Damon, you're right, it was Matt Damon. It wasn't... I was planning... The original plan for yesterday was going to involve a few people who didn't work out, but would have been interesting. Rocker 26A, I disagree with your read on the symbiote in Spider-Man 2, but without getting into, like, deep in the weeds on spoilers, I don't know how to talk about that. I'm sorry you're not digging it. Hey, Cantankerous Gnome in the Twitch chat, and hi to the guy 230 in the YouTube chat. We've got like 5 minutes, and then we can find out about these Playdate games. Saint Nobody, I was attending a thing that someone else organised. Who I was going to be attending it with changed, but someone else organised a thing and I came to the thing. I'll tell you that. Right, what? I need to double check this, one sec. There is at least one Playdate game I'm really curious about that I hope we get info on today, and I don't remember what it's called. But it's the Lucas Pope one that has been teased for a while that's up on the catalogue store but not purchasable yet. What was it called? What's the one I'm hoping they show off today? Mars After Midnight is the name of it. On Mars After Midnight at the Off-Colony Community Support Center, it appears to be a bunch of aliens in space trying to run like a cafe slash community support center for aliens. In the middle of the night. The alien designs in some of the images for it look super cool, like very weird and wonderful in the way that I always kind of hope alien designs will be. Nightpaws the Wolf in the Twitch chat says, is the update purely new games or is there potential for updated hardware? I believe they've officially said there will be no hardware shown today, which the main reason I'm disappointed is I'm still waiting for the Playdate dock. The thing where it's like, hey, it's got a pen holder and a speaker built into it and you charge it by like putting the thing on the front. I want that little dock thing, and it still doesn't exist. I want the little Playdate dock. Saint Nobody says, who thinks they're gonna do and it's available today for Mars After Midnight? I think that's pretty, like, if I was gonna predict one thing out of this, it would be that. Saint Nobody says, that's the one game that will finally get me to start downloading from the catalogue. Okay, they said no new hardware, but they hinted they might add a second colour of Playdate. I picked up a few new games on the catalog store today. It's been a little while since I've dived into new stuff on Playdate, but I picked up a handful of interesting looking small things. Warmanny in the Twitch chat says, did you hear about the Bored Ape event that blinded people? Yes. So if any of you haven't heard this, a bunch of NFT people may have been like permanently blinded to quite a considerable degree, because they went to a Bored Ape NFT exclusive festival, and one of the festival organizers got, to my understanding, like industrial grade UV lamps that are designed for like short-term use to kill insects, and used those like the way that you would use like a mild like blacklight at a rave. And was like blasting it along with like big strobe lights on the main stage, and it caused burns and quite severe blindness to a lot of Bored Ape NFT people. It sure is a thing where a bunch of NFT people who didn't really know what they were doing with tech may we're all posting to each, like talking to each other at 3 a.m. going, is it normal that my eyes are burning? Nightpaws the Wolf in the Twitch chat says, all lasers are the same, what could possibly go wrong? Yeah, that is the gist of it. Look, I never want to be seen laughing at the misery of other people, but I do find it hard not to chuckle when it comes to NFT bros. It might have been a UVC. Let me see if I can find the thing. I believe that is the case. I believe it was a UVC. Yes, people purchase them to be like, it'll destroy bacteria and stuff. But yeah, no, apparently they are not good to stare into on a large scale for extended periods of time. Funny that. VK in the Twitch chat says, on one hand it sounds pretty horrifying, however on the other, NFT bros using tech without fully understanding what it's doing say it ain't so. Hashtag sarcasm. I'm like, yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? There is a poetry to you use tech without really understanding what you were doing and caused a huge amount of potential harm in the process. Cool, it is about to start, so I'm going to end the Stardew music there, and we're going to try refreshing this and see if it's ready. No, it'll be about 30 seconds, and then probably like 2 minutes of waiting while they do the intro music because it's a YouTube premiere. Did anyone else see that the development on Revenant Hill had to stop since Scott Benson, one of the Night in the Woods creators, got diagnosed with severe heart failure? Yes, I did. I discovered this from a TikTok using the song The Day the Music Died, and I'm like, yeah, I get it. It's real sad news, and I'm real sorry to hear that, yeah, no, medical issues have come up and absolutely decimated that game's chances of happening, and I hope everyone involved is okay. That development team has had their fair share of rough incidences. Right, okay, so if we... Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, there were very few things as nasty as being passionate about a creative project and then not being able to finish it because your body just will not allow you to do so. That's pretty fucking rough. Okay. Warmanny, I've heard mixed things as to whether the NFT bro blindness is or is not reversible. Time will tell. Okay, here we go. It's not going to be a super long stream, this. I think we've got like 15 minutes of Playdate stuff, and then I'll hang around for a little bit afterwards, but not long. Okay. Is this a good volume? Maybe a little loud. Fakest, most places, most raves and things are run by people who know what they're doing, is the thing.
Hello, it's us, Panic, and I'm Krista. Welcome back to another Playdate update. And if you were at PAX West in September, thanks for stopping by our booth.
Oh, we have subtitles because it's a premiere. Hell yeah.
Or met someone else from our awesome team. It was so great to see how excited people continue to be about Playdate. We got to demo some awesome new and upcoming games like Quantum Phantom Basketball, a basketball fighting game set in cataclysmic high fantasy New York City. Tau, a tubular shoot-'em-up action game played entirely with the crank, and Mars After Midnight, Lucas Pope's mess tidying,
I think a couple of these are
work simulator.
out.
Think of it like Papers, Please, but with more laughs, silliness, and aliens. And today, we're super excited to fill you in on some updates to Catalog, introduce you to some of the developers behind some great new games,
some new weird little games
tell you
I can
about some
check out.
fun stuff on the horizon. Now I'll turn it over to Playdate Head of Developer Relations, Arissa Sudang Noi.
Hey everyone, nice to see you again. I'm Arissa, and one of the things I do here at Panic is work with developers on getting their games onto Catalog. There's so many incredible games in Catalog right now, and even more coming soon.
Pretty good ones.
I thought it'd be fun to invite some of those developers on to introduce themselves here. And
yeah,
let them tell
Warmanny,
you
there
a
is a
little
new
bit
Lucas
about
Pope
their
game coming to...
I really love the
coming
mechanics in
Playdate.
this game's amphibian twist on classic falling block games. Let's meet designer JP and developer Mario and take a look at Pullfrog.
Pullfrog.
Hola, Playdate friends. I'm Mario. I'm the programmer of Amano Games.
And I'm JP. I'm the artist and I do music for our games too.
And we both do the game design of all our games as well.
That's right.
Yeah, as an indie studio, you have to do a bunch of stuff, I guess.
Ever since the Playdate was announced, we were really excited to get our hands on one. And when we were lucky enough to get on the dev preview, we started working on Pullfrog right away. Pullfrog is a pulling pieces puzzle platforming game about a little frog that uses its tongue to move falling pieces around a board in order to line them up and clear lines while avoiding getting squished.
Oh, a little frog
and when you clear the lines,
Tetris.
you get a shop. and in the shop you can buy power-ups, and those power-ups improve your character in different ways.
Oh, I like
And
this.
we also have a mechanic with the crank that you can speed up the falling pieces to make them fall faster. And we also have characters, which you unlock with a system of clearing
Yellow
lines as well.
chameleon.
And a leaderboard system that you can use to compete with your friends locally or with all the Playdate community.
Okay, this is
Bullfrog
very
is a game
cute.
for all ages. It's a fun game for the Playdate.
Yeah, we worked on it for like a year and a half, mostly. And then we were invited to participate on the catalog.
Yeah, and we're very excited for you guys to
I
play it.
do like the catalog
Season
system
1
and how...
Sasquatchers was a tactical
I'm going to pause this for like 2 seconds. I really like how catalog is being used by Panic to be like, hey, is there a thing that is good quality and is well liked that the community have like put up on itch? Yeah, cool. Bring it over to like catalog, sell it on the like built in on system store. It is a really nice way of highlighting stuff while not shutting out like side-loading interesting
Yes.
content.
And now developer Chuck Jordan is back to tell you about his new game, Sound Mind.
Hello, my name is Chuck Jordan, and I made a game called Sasquatchers for the Playdate Season 1.
Oh, this
now,
one,
I'm
yeah.
working on a new 2-player hide-and-seek game called Sound Mind. It's still early in development, but I'd like to give everybody an idea of what it's all about. But first, I have to read the last will and testament of this horrible old man. Being of sound mind, I hereby leave my entire fortune in unnaturally heavy doubloons to my selfish and conniving children, Cain and Mabel, on one condition. They must first spend the night locked together in my haunted study with its cursed grandfather clock that stops time for one person every 30 minutes. I'm certain that this will teach them the true meaning of sharing and cooperation.
Oh.
Well, that all seems pretty straightforward.
Okay.
In Sound Mind, you and a friend, or a bitter enemy, will each play as Cain or Mabel. Your goal is simple. Keep all of the inheritance for yourself. To do that, you're going to want to use all of the hiding spots, secret passages, and traps inside the haunted study. But keep in mind that your opponent can hear every single move that you make. And when your turn is up, you'll be frozen in place while they'll be trying to steal the fortune back from you. The idea behind Sound Mind is to make a 2-player game where you're just as engaged when it's not your turn. It's inspired by the dark humor of Edward Gorey's books and Charles
Well,
Adams' comics.
That's
Not
a
to mention
fun
those records of
idea.
spooky sound effects that get played every Halloween. I'm hoping that Sound Mind, which is all about not sharing, will become another way for those of us who love the Playdate to share this weird and fun device with more people. When it comes out next year, I hope you get a chance to play it.
I'm
and I hope you
assuming
love it.
local hand
Gregory
back and forth
Kogos' game
multiplayer.
Amaze rounded out our Season 1 games, and
That's
now
a
he's come
cute
full
idea.
circle with his new rhythm game,
Hi, my name is Gregory Kogos, and you might be familiar
Oh.
with my game Obey.
Yes, this was
It's
the...
a season game for the Playdate,
Yes.
the one with the big eye and lots of circles. I hope
Yeah.
you enjoyed it.
It
So,
was sort of like
here
a
goes my second game.
stealth game.
It's a rhythm game, where you move in one direction and simultaneously shoot the opposite way. Everything is
Oh.
happening automatically, on a beat.
Music,
And all
music
you need
rhythm
to do is to
asteroids.
control the character with the crank. The game consists of the rooms with different hazards and enemies, and in every room you need to reach the exit. But some
Yeah,
of the exits
local multiplayer single
unreachable or
handheld is
walled off.
great.
until you get the new ability, and game mechanics will be changing a few times with those abilities picked up.
Rakashi Edwards wants you to uncover secrets and restore your mental health in their relaxing golf
Yeah, I'm a
game,
big fan of
Faraway
stuff like
Fairway.
Hey everyone, my name is Rakashi and I'm director to a
Ooh,
brand new
one sec.
studio based in Toronto.
Yeah, I love the idea of that local co-op handheld like hand it back and forth game because you know it falls in the genre of stuff like Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes that I really enjoy, where like you are fundamentally playing the same game but in like very different ways or in differing like asymmetric experiences like that are great.
Hedgehog Dreams. We're a small
Also,
studio
hey,
dedicated
yeah.
to creating fun, cozy experiences that focus on mental health and healing. Today I'm here
Aw.
to talk to you about the first game to come out of the studio, and that game is called Faraway Fairway. Faraway Fairway is a very unique game as it's a procedurally generated arcade mental health golf game. It's quite
Procedurally generated. Sorry, can we go back? A
very
procedurally
unique game as it's a procedurally generated arcade
Yeah.
mental
procedurally generated arcade mental health golf game. Sure.
health golf game. It's quite a mouthful, so allow me to explain. Every time you play Faraway Fairway, you never play the same golf course ever. Just like how in real life, everyone has a new experience every day. I wanted the game to reflect that, because if everyone is different and unique in life, so should your journey through a mental health game. Not only that, but the game features different kinds of weather which alters gameplay in fun ways too. Oh, and did I mention that Faraway Fairway features music from Sam Webster? Well, your ears are in for a treat, as the music also evolves and changes as you play and unlock secrets, so the vibes are always on point. Faraway Fairway is full of fun to find secrets, interact with objects and signals to be rewarded with. Well, you have to see that for yourself. But I will say there are a bunch of things to collect and redacted. I can't wait for this game to release so everyone can play this infinitely changing experience when it releases exclusively on the Playdate console. And that's the update from me. Stay tuned.
I'm curious how you do mental health golf, but
more upcoming.
I'll give it a
and
go.
Release date soon, I promise. Until then, take care of yourself and each other.
Aw.
Let's hear from Danny Diaz about the fantastic upcoming game Under the Castle.
Hi there, my name is Danny Diaz, and me and these two friends, we've created Under the Castle. We love retro gaming, we love the classic rook games, and Under the Castle is being inspired by
Hey,
those
Juicy,
classic rook
I'm
games,
doing
especially
well.
like Cave Noir. It's a game that came out for Game Boy. So Under the Castle is a classic rook games where you explore dungeons, you find equipment, spells, and potions, and you use all of that to fulfill
Okay, you big dungeon crawler.
the goal of the quest. But the main goal of the game is to save the castle, save the village, and to do so you have to go through 3 different areas to fulfill 3 different kind of quests.
Yeah, it does seem like the indie space has suddenly discovered this game and been like, oh, this was really good. We should learn from this game that no one's talked about for like 20 years.
To be able to finally face the big boss that it's waiting for you in the castle. The game is a turn-based game, so every time you move or you perform any action, the enemies do the same. This all happens super quick, so the game does feel like a real-time game. We've been working super hard with this game. We've put a lot of love,
Juicy Loose in the YouTube chat says, I love that the Playdate is still getting tons of support. Honestly, same. My biggest concern about the Playdate would be that like season 1 would happen and there would be nothing else released for it worth playing, and that it would not live really beyond its first like 6 months. I am really happy to see people like still finding it a place to create weird little niche games.
With the results, the game looks amazing, and the music and the sound is amazing, and honestly we're super proud of the gameplay and you know how fun.
And I like
the
how
game
many
is.
how
So
many
we
of them
can't
are available
wait
just
for you to try
side-loadable
it.
off
It's gonna be
itch.
available in catalog very soon.
Thanks to some recent catalog updates, you can now wishlist games, so you can be notified as soon as they're available. We've also made it easier than ever.
So I like that functionality exists, but I don't like the fact that wishlist functionality is implemented the way it is, because if you go on the catalog store, you will now see several like icons for games, and then click the game and it is not a game available to purchase, and like that's... They've got to find a better way to like prioritize how they like a coming soon section that you can wishlist. Sure, probably don't put the wishlistable things in like the front page of catalog necessarily. If you're like, wait, why can I not find the buy button on this one that's on the catalog store? Like the messaging around like the change and like the starting to list things that weren't yet available wasn't terribly well handled after they like established
To find great new games.
a format.
Search or browse by category. Here are some amazing games
Oh, we
you
can search by
download
name
and play
now.
right now.
Oh, realistic fishing. I did see this and it looked fun. I was having a look on catalog earlier today, and some of the stuff didn't have trailers, so I was like, I might just hope that stuff gets trailers today. Oh, Core Fault is good. I need to see if it's had any updates. Core Fault is a Vampire Survivors like where you play a little survey robot and you use the crank to rotate and turn around. It's really promising. Its biggest issue was not having enough content. But I really hope it's been like getting updates, because I really want to have an opportunity to drop back into it. Yeah, there's definitely a couple of bits here I don't recognize. I hope they've rebalanced a few weapons as well. Lunar Lander! Oh, they saved the little friends! Alien? Rachel's Game Pack. Appreciation. Grand Tour Legends. Oh, this is the cycling one, yeah. This is a great idea, and oh, where's my mouse? I love that the perspective on this is just right behind that ass bouncing around. Oh, I've been meaning to check this out. I saw this one on Itch. Unicyclist tries to collect and deliver a coffee order. It looks silly, it looks goofy, I'm into it. The crank seems like a really good input method for that. It seems well suited to the input device.
I'll turn it back over to Krista now. See you next time. Until then, keep an eye out for the Aqua Light. It means new catalog games just dropped.
Thanks so much, Arissa. There are more great Playdate games than ever, and people just keep cranking them out. So what else is going on in Playdate land? Well, how about a brand new cover for Playdate, this time in Aqua? I personally love this color combo. It's what my Playdate is wearing right now.
I do need a cover for my
Aqua cover
Playdate.
is now available at shop.play.date
I might have to order this.
$29. There's one more unique cover design on the horizon too. It's not quite ready yet, but it's top secret, and it'll be exclusive to the folks on our Playdate mailing list. Yes,
Someone's
you'll have to
remaking
sign up for
Shadowgate
one
for
of
the
our very
Playdate?
occasional
Wow.
emails to find out when it launches, what it looks like, and how to get one of your own. Just head to
It's so tiny, the thickness is the thing that gets me.
Interests you. Playdate,
It's
catalog,
just
video
little-
games,
little
Mac and
hand
iOS apps.
size.
There's something for everyone. And finally, there are some new Playdate podcast episodes coming soon to the feed.
Okay, I
So if
think
you
we're
haven't
done
listened yet,
then. It
now's a great time to
seems-
catch up. You can find it at podcast.play.date or wherever you listen to podcasts. This is what it looks like. And that's all for this update.
Oh
Thanks so much
no,
for watching,
Tynan-
and we'll see you next time.
And within the Twitch chat says my Playdate has a battery issue and is out of warranty, so I can't use it. Oh no. I'm really sorry to hear that. I don't know what to say other than that I'm very sorry. That sucks, particularly with like a little niche boutique thing where there's not readily available, like, here's the off-the-shelf replacement battery for it or whatever. Yeah, I think we are done. Didn't need to be a particularly lengthy stream for this one. Yeah, I'm surprised that Mars After Midnight wasn't talked about here. I really thought this was going to be the one where we saw it, but this has reminded me that I should check for updates on Core Fault. I didn't get it through Catalog. I got it before the Catalog store existed, so I need to like check the itch.io page and look for updates and see whether there's a new version I need to sideload. But yeah, there's some fun looking stuff there. It's nice to have this little reassurance of there is still cool stuff coming to Playdate. I'm gonna wrap up the stream in a couple of minutes, but if anyone else has got anything else they want to chat about, I'll be around for a second. Saint Nobody says they mentioned Mars After Midnight at the beginning, but I was hoping it would get dropped. I was hoping we'd get a date at least. I was hoping we'd get like a is it by the end of 2023? Is it a 2024 first half game? Like I was hoping for some kind of like when update, even if it wasn't today. Tynamwolf says, gonna crack the Playdate open and see if I can find a replacement battery online somewhere, hoping it's an off-the-shelf part. I would assume it probably is. I can't imagine... I think the main thing is just size. I imagine there will be a limited amount of space in here, and if you can find a thing that fits about the right amount of space, you'll probably be fine. Lambert says, Laura, did you finish any of your levels/games for Playdate? I didn't, and I want to find more time to get back to that. I'm half tempted to do another like little Playdate stream, maybe tomorrow, just to do a daytime pulp script coding stream. Because I played around with a couple of things, and I had some promising ideas, and I want to fuck around in that language a bit and work out like what's worth committing some time to. Yeah, I think we'll leave it here for today. I should be back, fingers crossed, for a Alan Wake 2 stream tonight at 10 p.m. UK, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. So that's 4.5-ish hours from now. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day. I will be back in a little bit